Over to you, Honorable Kojo. In your opinion, what are the most pressing challenges that African youth currently face in the shaping of the future of the continent? And as a Minister of Information, what do you think is the role of information currently?
Well, I think it will go back to the very first three themes I spoke about, the major challenges that African youth would have to overcome so that we can take our rightful place in the development agenda has to be with having our voice, our seat in the corridors of decision-making and program and policy formulation, having our own capacity being shored up. And I like the point that was just made that we are energetic and we want to do stuff, but sometimes it takes the community to actually educate us and to bring out of us that potential in what we can do. And then also getting some more opportunity. But information, I agree, is a major tool. And it is a tool that allows us to leapfrog the learning curves, which would have, delayed or made it longer over a period for us to achieve our full potential. And today, thankfully, we have the tools that enable us to access a lot more information just at the click of a button and build a lot more capacities just at the click of a button to be able to do more. And so I think what we need to do, again following from the last panelist's comment, is to tap into the tools that are at our disposal to quicken the building of our capacity so that we can do more. A lot of the current tools for information deployment are being misused by Africans and young Africans. If you go on social media platforms, a lot of the things that we are consuming, spending the little money we don't have on, and even producing, are things that don't really advance the causes that we should be advancing a lot more. We're getting into beefs and all sorts of lewd, practices on digital platforms, when we can actually use those same platforms for education, information gathering, knowledge sharing, acquisition of skills that then allow us to do a lot more. So information plays a key role, but I think we need to channel our information production and consumption patterns towards capacity building, towards showcasing the little that we are doing. In my ministry, for example, one of the things that we've introduced is a platform we call Amplified. And it's the use of social media platforms to amplify the work that young people under 40, particularly young entrepreneurs, mostly female, are doing in various parts of the country. And just by myself as minister going into the shop every month of one young person doing some entrepreneurship somewhere and using digital platforms to amplify it to the country, a few things are happening. We're getting a lot of testimony from young people who are saying, my market just went through the roof because of calls that I'm getting because, Minister, you showed up and you put me on social media platforms, and so you got my information out there. They are also telling us about some of their challenges and constraints, which is an amplification of the challenges and constraints that other young people in entrepreneurship are facing. And it serves as feedback to us in policy-making halls to introduce some interventions that can help. Just last week, I visited one young lady who was producing chocolates from her kitchen, and the packaging and the standards are so exciting. And I'm optimistic that when we put her up on the national platform, her business will grow, her concerns will also then get fed back into decision making. So information tools can be used to leapfrog and to do more as young people instead of being used to settle squabbles and beefs and promote all the things that we don't want to be seeing.
Yes, thank you very much. There's a saying that goes that information is power. So it's up to the youth to be able to use the information that they have that is surrounding them to be able to accelerate their growth in one way or another. So thank you very much for those tips.